Library is a quiet and special place where you can find many books to read. Most towns and schools have a library that everyone can visit for free. When you walk into a library, you will see many tall shelves. These shelves are filled with thousands of books. There are books about everything. You can find stories about magic and dragons, or you can find books that teach you about real things like space, history, or how to cook. The most important person in the library is the librarian. The librarian is a friendly worker who knows where all the books are kept. If you're looking for a specific book but cannot find it, you can ask the librarian for help. They can also recommend a good book if you do not know what to read. To take a book home, you need a library card. This is a small plastic card with your name on it. When you find a book you like, you take it to the front desk. The librarian scans your card and the book. Now, you can take the book home to read. There are a few important rules to remember when you're inside a library. Be quiet. People go to the library to study and read. It is important to speak in a very low voice so you do not disturb them. Be careful. You must treat the books with care. Do not rip the pages or get them dirty. Bring it back. You can keep the book at your house for a few weeks. When you are finished, you must bring it back so someone else can read it. Many libraries have more than just books today. They have computers you can use to search for information. They also have comfortable chairs and desks where you can sit and do your homework. Some libraries even have a special corner for children with toys and very easy picture books. The library is a wonderful place because it helps everyone learn new things without spending any money. It is like a treasure chest full of ideas and stories. The library rules. When you visit the library, there are a few simple rules everyone follows. These rules help make the library a good place for everyone to learn and enjoy books. Using your library card. A library card is a small piece of plastic that has your name and a special number on it. It is like a key that lets you borrow books. Borrowing. When you find a book you want to read at home, you show your card to the librarian. They scan it, and then you can take the book with you. Returning. Most libraries let you keep a book for 2 or 3 weeks. When you are finished, you must bring it back. If you bring it back late, you might have to pay a very small amount of money. Being quiet. The library is a very peaceful place. Many people go there to study for school or to read a long story. Soft voices. If you need to talk to a friend or the librarian, you should use a whisper. A whisper is a very quiet way of speaking that other people cannot hear from far away. No running. It is important to walk slowly so you do not make loud noises with your shoes or bump into other people. Taking care of books. The books in the library belong to everyone in the town. We must be very kind to them so they stay nice for a long time. Clean hands. It is a good idea to wash your hands before you read. This keeps the pages white and clean. No food or drinks. Most libraries ask you not to eat or drink near the books. A spill of water or juice can ruin a book forever. Bookmarks. If you need to stop reading, use a piece of paper called a bookmark. Do not fold the corner of the page down. Finding help. If you feel confused, do not worry. The librarian is there to help you. You can ask them questions like, where are the books about animals? How do I use the computer? Can you help me find a book that is easy to read? The library is a great place to visit every week. You could discover new worlds and learn new things just by opening a book. The secret map in the library book. One sunny afternoon, a young student named Leo was exploring the very back of the library. He found a dusty book with a blue cover that had no title. He sat down in a comfortable chair and opened it. As he turned the pages, something thin and yellow fell out. It was a piece of old paper. Leo picked it up and realized it was a map of the library, but it looked different. There was a red X marked behind the large clock on the wall. The search. Leo looked up at the giant clock. It was very high and very old. He walked over to it quietly, remembering the rule about being quiet. Behind the clock, he saw a small wooden door that he had never noticed before. The key. The map had a small drawing of a key hidden inside a hollow book on the shelf nearby. The discovery. Leo searched the shelf and found a wooden book that opened like a box. Inside was a heavy silver key. The secret room. Leo used the key to open the small door behind the clock. He crawled inside and found a tiny, secret room. It was full of soft pillows, a small lamp, and the most beautiful books he had ever seen. These books were full of colorful pictures of stars, planets, and magical forests. There was even a jar of bookmarks on a small table. A special place. Leo realized this was a secret reading room for people who truly love stories. He sat down and read for an hour. When he was finished, he put the silver key back in the wooden book and closed the secret door. He didn't tell anyone else about the map, but he felt very happy. He knew that the library was even more magical than he had thought. Now, every time he goes to the library, he spends a little time in his secret room, enjoying the quiet and the wonderful books. The library is full of surprises if you look closely enough. Different kinds of libraries. While many people know the library in their town, there are actually many different kinds of libraries. Each one is built to help people in a special way. School libraries. Almost every school has a library. These are filled with books that help students learn about their lessons. They also have fun stories to read during break time. Public libraries. These are the libraries in your city or neighborhood. They're for everyone, from small babies to grandparents. They have movies, music, and even tools you can borrow. University libraries. These are very large libraries for adults who are studying to be doctors, teachers, or engineers. They have very old and serious books about science and history. The digital library. Today, you do not always have to walk to a building to visit a library. Many libraries now have a digital library online. E-books. You can use a computer or a tablet to borrow books. These are called e-books. The words appear on your screen, and you can read them anywhere. Audiobooks. If you prefer to listen, you can borrow audiobooks. A person with a clear voice reads the story to you. This is a fantastic way to practice your English listening skills while you're walking or cleaning your house. Special events at the library. The library is more than just a place for books. It is a place for the community to meet. Many libraries have special events every week. Story time. A librarian reads a book out loud to a group of children. They sit on a rug and look at the big pictures together. Language clubs. Some libraries have groups where people meet to practice speaking a new language, like English. It is a safe place to talk and make new friends. Author talks. Sometimes a person who wrote a book comes to the library to talk about their work and answer questions. The history of libraries. Libraries have been around for a very long time. Thousands of years ago, there were no paper books. Clay tablets. In ancient times, people wrote on pieces of wet clay. When the clay dried, it became hard. These are the first books kept in libraries. The Library of Alexandria. Long ago, there was a famous library in a country called Egypt. It wanted to have a copy of every book in the world. People traveled from far away to study there. The library continues to change, but its goal is always the same. It is a place where information is free for everyone. Whether you go to a building or use a computer, the library helps you grow your mind. Using the library to practice English. The library is one of the best places for an English learner to go. Many people think you can only go there to be quiet and read, but many libraries actually have programs to help you speak and listen better. English conversation groups. Many libraries host a special event called a conversation circle or an English club. This is a very friendly meeting where people from different countries sit together in a circle. No pressure. You do not have to worry about grades or tests. You just talk about simple things like your favorite food, your family, or the weather. Friendly volunteers. Usually, a person who speaks English very well leads the group. They help you if you forget a word, and they speak slowly so you can understand everything. Making friends. It is a great way to meet other people who are also learning English. You can help each other and feel more confident. Free English classes. Some large libraries even have real classrooms inside them. They offer free English lessons for beginners. Workbooks. The library might give you books to practice writing and reading. Computer labs. You can use the library computers to go on websites that teach English. The library often has special memberships to expensive learning websites that you can use for free with your library card. Reading out loud to children. If you are a parent, you can take your children to the library for story time. This is when a librarian reads a picture book to a group of kids. Simple language. Books for children use very easy words and have many pictures. This makes it easier for you to understand the story too. Listening practice. You can listen to how the librarian says the words. This helps you learn the correct way to pronounce difficult English sounds. Borrowing movies and music. If you find reading books difficult, you can look for the media section in the library. Movies with subtitles. You can borrow a movie and turn on the English subtitles. This way, you can see the words at the same time you hear the actor speaking. Music. Listening to English songs is a fun way to learn new phrases. Many libraries have large collections of music that you can borrow for a week. Finding a quiet place to study. If your house is noisy, the library is the perfect place to go. You can find a small desk in a corner and focus on your English homework. Free internet. Almost all libraries have free internet. You can bring your phone or laptop and watch English learning videos without using your own data. Reference books. If you see a word you do not know, you can walk over to the shelf and look at a dictionary. A dictionary is a big book that explains the meaning of every word. The library is like a free school that is open to everyone. It gives you all the tools you need to become a great English speaker. Meeting new friends at the library. If you go to a conversation group at the library, you will meet many new people. It is very common to feel a little bit shy at first, but everyone there is friendly. You can use simple sentences to start a conversation. How to introduce yourself. When you sit down with the group, you can smile and say hello. Here are some easy ways to tell people about yourself. Your name. Hello, my name is. Your country. I am from. Your goal. I'm here to practice my English. Your time. I have lived in this city for. Asking easy questions. To keep the conversation going, you can ask other people questions. Most people love to talk about their lives. You can ask, where are you from? How long have you lived here? What do you like to do for fun? What is your favorite food? If you do not understand what someone says, it is okay to ask for help. You can say, could you say that again, please? Or what does that word mean? The other people will be happy to explain. Using library resources together. Sometimes the group will look at a book or a picture together. This helps everyone have something to talk about. The picture. You can point to a picture in a book and say, I see a tall tree, or the man looks happy. The news. Some groups look at a newspaper and talk about a story. This is a good way to learn words about the city and the world. Why it helps you. Talking at the library is better than practicing alone. Confidence. The more you speak, the less scared you feel. Listening. You hear many different accents. This helps your ears get used to how different people speak English. New words. You will hear words that you do not find in your school books. You learn how people really talk in daily life. The library is a safe place to make mistakes. No one will laugh at you because everyone is there to learn. It is a community of people who want to help each other grow.